LG paid to settle a lawsuit covering roughly 1.5 million refrigerators that quit cooling. That's number 7 on this list, and it's the one with a paper trail. This isn't a rumor from a forum, it's a federal settlement, finalized in a New Jersey courtroom in 2020. The part that failed was the compressor, the pump that keeps your food cold. And the pattern underneath it is bigger than any one brand. Because the same design choices that made these fridges quiet and efficient also made them fragile. 7 traps are on this list, then the 3 platforms a repair tech would actually put in his own kitchen. You'll get the brands that cliff and the repair math that ends the argument. And the one design trade-off nobody at the store will say out loud. You've seen the ads. The linear compressor. Quieter, more efficient, fewer moving parts than the old design. LG built it in the early 2000s to replace the reciprocating compressor everyone grew up with. Instead of a piston on a crankshaft, it drives a magnet and a spring back and forth. Elegant on paper. But in the field, that connecting rod and that spring are the parts techs watch fail over and over. The symptom is almost a signature. A rhythmic clicking from the back of the fridge every few seconds. That's the compressor trying to start, failing and resetting. It runs, but it never gets cold. Consumer Reports ran the numbers. In their 2019 survey, LG French door fridges showed compressor problems at 8%. The average across all brands was 3, so LG got sued. The case is Bentley versus LG Electronics, filed in New Jersey. LG settled in 2020, covering around 1.5 million fridges built between 2014 and 2017. And here's the part I want you to hold on to. LG denies there was ever a defect. They say they settled to avoid the cost of the fight. That's their position, on the record, and it matters for everything that follows. Now walk over to the Kenmore fridges. Kenmore looks like its own brand. It isn't. Kenmore is a badge, and it never built a single compressor. Certain Kenmore Elite models, the 795 series, rolled off LG's line with LG's linear compressor inside. Same pump, different sticker. One owner in the court filings was told his fridge was a Frigidaire. It was an LG. The man who filed the whole lawsuit bought his as a Kenmore. So remember this, because it comes back. The name on the door is not the company that built the thing that fails. Keep it in your pocket for the buy list at the end. Okay, so the compressor dies. You call a repair guy. This is where it gets expensive in a way most people never see coming. Swapping a compressor isn't a part swap. It's sealed system work. It needs EPA certification because you're handling refrigerant. A lot of these run on R600A, which is basically isobutane, and it's flammable. The tech recovers the gas, cuts the lines, and brazes in a new unit under nitrogen. Then he pulls a vacuum below 500 microns and recharges the system by the gram. Real quotes for that job land between $900 and $1,400. But a comparable new fridge is $1,200 to $1,800, so the repair costs almost what a new one costs. Techs have a rule for this. If the fix is more than half the price of new, you replace. The man in the lawsuit, his own repairman told him he was wasting his money. You can pay for the repair. But the same fault often comes back because the replacement is the same design that failed the first time. And if you think this is only an LG problem, look wider. That same Consumer Reports survey flagged other outliers for compressor trouble. Bosch side-by-sides, Kenmore French doors, Electrolux side-by-sides, all sitting well above the average, right alongside LG. And let me be precise, because your comments will be. Samsung doesn't use LG's compressor. It built its own digital inverter version. But it was chasing the exact same thing. Quiet, efficient, variable speed. Same idea, same fragility. Here's the thread connecting all of them. These are the premium, feature-loaded, ultra-quiet fridges. The fancier the cooling tech, the more there is to break. It isn't one bad brand. It's a whole category that traded durability for a spec sheet. Now here's the cost that never shows up in the repair quote. The wait. When these fail, the part gets back-ordered. Owners in the filings describe being told 2 or 3 days, then waiting weeks. Meanwhile, everything in the fridge is already gone. The milk, the meat, the insulin for some people. The settlement itself set aside up to $3,500 per household just for spoiled property. They wrote that number in because it happened that often. So, the real bill isn't just the repair. It's the repair, plus the food, plus the weeks of living out of a cooler. Your call whether that's worth it. I wouldn't. Let's talk about that warranty, because it sounds like protection. LG's standard warranty covers the compressor part for 10 years. Sounds great. But read the next line. Labor is only covered for the first year. So in year 6, when it dies, the part is free, and the $900 to $1,400 of labor is all yours. A 10-year warranty that stops paying for the expensive half after 12 months isn't really a 10-year warranty. It's a 1-year warranty wearing a 10-year coat. And this part covered, labor isn't a fridge thing. It's the whole store now. I've been keeping a file on these warranty traps. But hold that thought, which brings us to the last one, and the whole reason this video exists. Line up 3 numbers. The failure window on these compressors, which techs see cluster after year 5. The labor warranty, which ends at year 1. And the repair price, which lands just under the cost of a new fridge. Those 3 things converge, and the result is always the same. You don't fix it, you buy a new one. Now I want to be careful here. Nobody welded a little timer into your fridge. That's not what this is, and anyone selling you that is lying to you. What's real is simpler and colder. This compressor was engineered to a price and a spec sheet. Quiet, efficient, cheap to build. Durability was the number they let slide, and it happens to slide right about the time the warranty stops protecting you. Draw your own conclusion. I've drawn mine. Okay, the point of all that was never to scare you out of your own kitchen. It's to make you the person at the store who can't get played. Because there's a flip side to every trap on that list. The fridges that don't do this. And the rule the techs live by is simple. Every feature you add is another thing that can fail. Ice makers alone account for a huge share of fridge service calls. So here are 3 platforms the repair techs actually trust. Start with GE. And this isn't my opinion, it's theirs, in writing. GE states that since 1994, every GE branded fridge uses a reciprocating compressor, and that none of them use a linear one. That's the old piston and crankshaft workhorse. The honest caveat? It's louder, and it's a little less efficient on the energy sticker. But it's the design that's been running in basements for 30 years. Second, the Whirlpool family. Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, their basic units keep landing at the top of the reliability rankings year after year. One catch, and it's important. This only holds for the plain models. Whirlpool makes a linear compressor too, and it earned its own reputation with techs. So buy the boring one and skip the premium inverter tier. And third, the one I'd put my own money on. A basic top freezer with an Embraco reciprocating compressor, the kind you'll find in budget Frigidaire and GE models. Embraco is owned by Nidec now, and 1 in 5 compressors on Earth wears that name. It is the definition of proven. The caveat is the whole point. No through-door ice, no touchscreen, no whisper-quiet inverter. You give up the features. But what you get back is a fridge that outlives its warranty by a decade. And before you leave, one free move that buys any compressor more years. Pull the fridge out twice a year and vacuum the condenser coils. A compressor choking on a blanket of dust runs hot, and heat is what kills these things. It costs you nothing but 10 minutes. So here's the one thing to carry into the aisle. The compressor is the fridge. Everything else is just a feature. Read the compressor type before you read the price tag, and the whole calculation flips. You walk in knowing what the salesman won't say. That's the entire difference between getting sold and getting what you actually paid for. One honest thing before you go. Nobody pays me to point at a brand. No sponsors here, no affiliate links. That's why I built the warranty and dealer playbook after my own fridge died a month past its labor window. One wrong appliance is a couple grand. This is $20. Today's answer was free either way. So the code's on screen and the link's in the description and pinned comment. If this made you look sideways at your own kitchen, wait until you hear which everyday appliance is quietly rigged the exact same way. The receipts on that one are just as ugly. And remember, LG denies there was ever a defect. 1.5 million fridges just happened to quit at once. You can decide what that adds up to. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, subscribe,